Hello friends, this is another experiment in which we are going to use flower extract as pH indicator. So this is simpler experiment in which we are going to use single beaker and different colors are going to appear in it in a series one after the other. So in that sense this is not only simpler one, but this is going to give more dramatic and exciting results. So let us have a look at this one. So this is the setup of the experiment. We have got one glass of water, then an empty beaker, then a rose flower to use as a source of pigments, and then we have got sodium hydroxide pellets, and we have pH papers as indicators of pH of solution according to the color which appears on the strip of the paper. So firstly let us take 50 ml of water, a little more, so that now we have around 50 ml of water, as you can see. So now let us take the petals from the rose, and now I collect the petals and crush them between the fingers and thumb to get the extract into the water. So as I crush, here we can see the first drop, and then more drops fall into the water to make the water reddish or actually purple. So now the extract is ready. So this is the extract in 50 ml from one rose flower. So firstly let me wipe the hands, then let's check the pH of water and the rose extract. So as I dip the pH paper in water, we can see the color is light green, so the pH is around 7, which is as expected. Now let us see whether the pH of the rose extract is different, whether the pigments have changed the pH level. And again we can see the color is light green, so the pH is 7, it has not changed. You can have a comparative look also. So the color of two papers dipped in water and rose extract, both are light green, same color and same pH. Now let us take the sodium hydroxide pellets. Although I am going to handle them bare hand, but I caution to those who are watching never to handle the NaOH pellets with bare hands. Preferably you should be using gloves, but with experience we can do it without harming ourselves, because immediately I am going to wipe with cloth. Now I close the cap very tightly so that the air should not come in touch, otherwise the pellets are going to melt. Okay, here I have pH paper, then I go on shaking the beaker and the pellet inside is going to dissolve slowly and the colors are going to change. So firstly now the color is about to turn to green. So now let us check the pH. Here the color is light blue, so it is around 9 or 10 pH. Next, I shake the beaker still further, so the pellet dissolves more, and after some time again the color is going to change in a very dramatic fashion. You see the now the color changes suddenly to yellow. Now again let us check the pH. Now it is bright blue, the pH of 10 to 10.5. So as I go on shaking the beaker further, the color changes not much from light yellow, it changes to deep yellow. Even the NaOH pellet is dissolving more and more, the color would not change much. So this is almost the final color. Even if we raise the pH more, the color doesn't change much. So we can confirm it, although the color would have become still deeper blue. So it's around 10.5. The color of the solution doesn't change beyond deep yellow. These are the two comparative results. First one is lighter blue, second is brighter blue. With pH paper we can have a comparison. Now to confirm, if I add one more pellet of NaOH, again I should be careful to wipe the hands. If I dissolve it, the color would not change further. So this is the final result, and this is the way we can use the rose extract as pH indicator.